Welcome to day 9, yogis. This is our 21-day Yin Yoga challenge, and we're continuing from yesterday's practice where we began to listen to the body. Today, we're going to look into how we talk to the body and how we talk to ourselves. I am a firm believer that the conversation that you have with yourself is the most important conversation you are ever going to have. So we're going to have a look into that today, and we're going to see if we can shift that dialogue into something that's going to be more empowering, more compassionate, more loving, something that's going to build us up rather than tear us down. So as always, you do not need props to take part, but if you do have a couple of yoga blocks and a blanket handy, then you will be able to use that in one of the postures. Okay guys, so coming into a kneeling position, and as always laying flat if that's not suitable. We're going to close the eyes, rest the hands into the thighs, and this is our chance, our opportunity to enter into our practice, into the moment, and into our awareness of the body. So closing the eyes. Little length through the spine, softness through the shoulders, soft in the hands. Around the eyes become soft, forehead soft. Jaw, tongue, throat relaxes. As the belly is allowed to relax. Eventually you will start to be able to coax that breath down into the belly. And we just begin to notice something about the moment, something that's here. Feeling of the breath coming and going. Feeling of the air moving through the nose. Feeling of the body itself. And it's not that we need to do anything with what we're observing. There's no need to get involved. There's no need to add. There's no need to analyze, label. We are just simply noticing, arriving, and softening a little too as we breathe. That layer of tension that can reside in the body begins to fall away. Deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Opening the eyes, ready to begin. We're coming into puppy pose, so we're revisiting that puppy pose, and there's an option to do it a little bit differently today. So coming onto all fours. If you're on hard floor, you will need to roll your mat up so that the mat is underneath the knees. So in this kind of fashion, so that you have some padding. But from all fours, we just come to forearms to begin with, and then we take the arms further forwards and the head towards the floor, letting the back arch, letting the chest drop towards the floor. There is an option to place a cushion or to place a blanket underneath the chest. So relax as much as you can here. I know you can't completely, but still you find every little bit of softness that you can find as you breathe, without trying hard. Just let the overworking fall away. An option for those of you that have blocks and want to go maybe just a little bit deeper is to place your forearms onto the blocks and to take your hands into prayer position behind you. So it's different, it stretches your upper body differently. and it's a little bit more intense for some people. You don't have to be tense through the hands in prayer position. You can just let them relax and just take a few deeper breaths here as you settle into the softness of your practice, the releasing of your trying and over-efforting. It really is the breath that does the work for us. Each time we breathe out, we find a little way to let go. Breathing down into the belly. As you arrive with your body, and you begin to feel the presence of your body. Begin to observe the way that your body is responding to this posture. I want you to be really, really aware today as you spend your time with your body. What kind of an energy do you bring to the mat, to yourself? If your body is stiff, do you berate it? If your body doesn't feel the way you want it to feel, are you impatient with it? If your body isn't relaxing as quickly as you would like, do you try to force it and hurry it along? As you enter your practice, are you full of judgments, full of expectations as to how this should look and how this should feel and how your body should perform? Could we just drop those expectations? Could we just let them go, just for now? And instead of being full of judgment and expectation, could we just be open? Could we just accept and allow? Breathing out, letting go. Breathing out, letting go. Last few breaths here. If you're in that reverse prayer, straighten the arms first. Slowly ease your way back from the blocks or back from the floor so that you come to a child's pose, and just take your arms directly behind you for a moment for a counteractive pose. And just let the arms kind of flop down towards the floor. So rolling back up. So coming down to a seated position, take your legs straight out to either side. And we're going to come forward. So sit up nice and tall. Remember, you can have blocks under your knees. You can rest into something in front of you. So just coming down nice and slowly. Part of listening to your body means that your body's going to be different on different days. And these are the times, these are the moments to be really conscious of how you speak to yourself and how you react to that. If you force yourself in any way, do you tell yourself it's not good enough? Could you just let yourself be where you are today? Could you let your body be where it is today? Could you love it no matter what? Be down into that belly. We're just spending a minute here. We're going to walk back up in this position, and now we're going to come to the side. So sit upright first, nice and tall, and then just leaning down to the side. So there's different ways of getting comfortable here. Some people drop an arm behind, and that feels comfortable. Some people will have an arm just on the other side of the leg. And for some of you, you may have a bolster or a cushion to lean into behind the leg here. So if for any reason this doesn't feel right for your body, just stay in that forward position, that normal dragonfly forward fold. But if you want a side stretch, this is how we do it. We relax the head and neck. We can stretch the side of the neck then too. Rather than folding in, see if you can coax the shoulder back. A little bit of yang activity, a little bit of yang to complement the yin. What does your body need from you right now? A deeper breath, a word of encouragement, or an invitation to let go. Walking back up, coming down to the other side in your own way. Remember, you can drop that arm behind just to help coax the shoulder back, but only if that feels right for you. Releasing the head down. It's not just the body that we judge in our practice. When we're moving through our meditative practice, that's when we can get pretty critical of ourselves. Or maybe, we have a particular emotional state that we don't think we should be in today. We're always striving to be in a good place. So no matter what comes up for you on your mat, in your practice, if you're anxious, if you're impatient, if your mind's busy, if your concentration wanders, if your body is stiff or sore, the challenge is to love yourself in those moments. It's so easy when it's all going well. The real lessons come when you're faced with your imperfections. And really, those moments on the mat when you're faced with your imperfections are the most powerful ones. So do not feel that anything has gone wrong in those moments. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to love yourself anyway, to speak to yourself kindly, encouragingly. Softening as you breathe. As you breathe out and let go, you could just let go of a judgment, of an idea of how you think things should be. up to the middle. One more time, folding forwards. Tweak your posture if you need to, give support if you need to. Walking, hands back in. Taking the legs back in. Lay down onto your back. Take your feet as wide as your mat. And just drop your knees from side to side a few times. So you don't have to come all the way down to the floor. And just release any stiffness through the hips and the lower back. Slow movement, steady, mindful. What could you notice here? Bring yourself back into this moment. Notice a detail, a sensation. Observe your moment actively. And we're going to come into a happy baby. Okay, so you can bring your feet up and you're either going to take hold. Some of you would take hold around the thigh, around the shins, and some of you around the ankles. But if you can, reach up and take hold around the outside of your feet or the inside, whatever feels more natural to you and your body. And you're going to take your feet wide, but not completely wide. So you're just bringing them wide enough that the ankles are stacked over the top of the knees. And as we draw down, we relax the shoulders back into the earth, draw down onto the feet, and draw the knees towards the floor. Now I've got a blanket prepped here for those of you that feel a bit wobbly. If you feel like you're rocking from side to side, just give a little support to your lower back with a blanket. And if any of you are just having a good old chuckle to yourself right now, because there just ain't no chance you're going to get hold of anything, just take your arms around the back. So take hold around the backs of the thighs, let the heels drop towards the knees. And just relax the elbows into the floor so you gently pull the knees apart. Or you could even take your hand to the outside of the knees if that's better for you. Okay, so nice gentle alternative. Pick the version that works for your body. We're not just observing our environment and the sensations in our body, but we observe the thoughts that tick by. And the power in that, of becoming aware of what kinds of thoughts you are having, is immeasurable. Because once you become aware of what kind of thoughts you are having, and you do have the power and the ability to let the unhelpful ones fall away. So as you move through the rest of this practice and the rest of your day, know that you can let go of the unhelpful ones, and you can replace them with something better. And know that the conversation you have with yourself, as I said at the beginning, is the most important conversation you are ever going to have. Your shoulders soften back into the earth. Breathe down into your belly. You can stay in happy baby, or you can take a rest in butterfly, the soles of the feet together and the knees out to the side. So bring your knees back into center. Take your legs up into the air, point and flex your toes a few times. Take your legs down to the floor. Take your arms out to the sides. Take a minute in Shavasana. In Shavasana, your body gets to absorb everything that you've just done. And don't forget that we're not just working physically, we're not just calming nervous system, stretching deep tissues, but we're also stimulating, rejuvenating the energetic or pranic body as well. So when you lay here at the end, your body gets a chance to recalibrate before and kind of absorb your practice before you go and you move on with whatever you're going to do next. Just take a few breaths. Let the body sink into the earth. Be effortless, be inactive. Taking feet back in, hug the knees in towards the chest for a moment, maybe rock the knees from side to side. Have a little stretch out. Roll to the side. Slowly come up to seated. So close your eyes and we'll repeat today's affirmation together with our eyes closed. I choose to be kind to myself and love myself unconditionally. I choose to be kind to myself and love myself unconditionally. I choose to be kind to myself and love myself unconditionally. Bring your palms together. Lower your head to your fingertips. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. So guys, your affirmation is in your email. If you need it, please repeat that to yourself throughout the rest of today. Let me know in the comments how you found this practice. Hit the like button. That's the thing that really, really helps me out. It really helps my channel to grow and reach more people. So I really appreciate all your likes and comments. And keep in contact on the Facebook group. I'm absolutely loving hearing from you guys. Ask me questions in there. I'm happy to answer anything that you need answering. I look forward to continuing our journey tomorrow.